No grammar books. No boring drills. Just a story that pulls you in and teaches you English naturally. That's how you build real fluency, by listening, imagining, and living through the language. So if you want more powerful stories like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell. We post daily content to help you level up your English, one story at a time. The sky was still pink when Maya opened her eyes. The streets outside were quiet. Not silent, just calm, like the city hadn't fully woken up yet. A few birds sang softly, and the breeze came through the open window. The clock on the wall said early morning, but she didn't care about the time. Something inside her felt different. She sat up, stretched, and stared at the ceiling. Then, without much thought, she made a decision. No buses. No taxis. No subways. Just her feet. She was going to walk the entire day. From the moment she left her apartment until nightfall, she wouldn't ride a single machine. It wasn't about exercise or saving money. She just wanted to see the city again, without rushing, without glass between her and the world. She made a quick sandwich, grabbed a small bag, tied her shoes tight, and stepped outside. The air felt fresh, like the city had been washed clean during the night. She didn't have a map. No plan. No list of places to visit. She simply walked. First, down her own street. Then across a quiet intersection. Then into a part of the neighborhood she hadn't visited in months. She noticed things right away. A new mural on the wall near the bakery. A cat sitting perfectly still on a fence. A paper boat floating in a puddle from last night's rain. The slower she walked, the more alive everything felt. People started appearing, joggers, shop owners opening doors, kids in uniforms waiting for school buses. But Maya didn't stop. She passed them all, moving at her own quiet pace. By mid-morning, the sun had warmed the pavement. She reached a part of the city she had only ever seen from inside a car. The sidewalks were cracked. Old buildings leaned toward each other, sharing shade. A narrow alley caught her eye. She turned. The alley was filled with old chairs. No people, just chairs. Wooden ones, plastic ones, all facing the same direction. At the end was a wall painted with hundreds of names. She didn't know what it meant. But it felt like a memory, something left behind by someone else, now shared with her. She kept walking. Her legs began to ache a little, but she didn't mind. Every corner held something new. A record shop with a spinning red sign. A cafe built inside a shipping container. A rooftop garden visible from the sidewalk. The day kept moving, and so did she. She crossed a wide bridge on foot, something she'd never done before. The water below moved slowly. A boy dropped a leaf and watched it float away. Maya followed it with her eyes until it disappeared. She reached the other side and entered the park. It was quieter here. A dog chased butterflies. An old woman fed birds. A street performer played soft music on a glass harp. Maya sat on a bench for a while, took a deep breath, and felt something shift inside her. It wasn't just a walk anymore. It was a kind of freedom. No schedule. No traffic. No waiting. Only movement and observation. She stood up and kept going. Through neighborhoods where laundry danced on balconies. Through markets where fruit smelled like sunshine. Past walls covered in ivy, staircases that led to nowhere, and windows left half open. At one point, she reached a roundabout. Cars zoomed around it in circles. Taxis honked. A bus roared past. But she stood still in the center island. It was loud, chaotic, but also beautiful. She didn't need to rush anymore. She walked past the main library, the art museum, and the noisy downtown shops. Each one had a different rhythm. Each corner a different smell. At a tiny bookstore, she stopped. Not to go in. Just to look at the titles in the window. One caught her eye. Wander often. Wonder always. She smiled and moved on. Her phone buzzed a few times during the day, but she didn't check it. Not because she didn't care, but because she was present, completely inside the world around her. By late afternoon, she reached the edge of the city. Not the actual edge, but her personal edge, the farthest she had ever walked from home. She stood near an old clock tower, watching shadows grow longer. Children ran in circles. A man painted on the sidewalk with chalk. A dog barked at a bird in a tree. She didn't feel tired, only full. Full of places, images, moments. She found a bench and sat down again, drinking the last of her water. The sky turned golden. The wind changed direction. The city lights slowly came on, one by one. And for a moment, everything felt perfect. No noise inside her head. No rush. No destination left. She started walking again, this time, slowly back in the direction of home. Her legs were sore. Her shoes a little dusty. But her eyes sparkled. The city had shown itself to her. Not through a window, not at top speed, but step by step. One street after another. When she finally reached her apartment, the sky was dark. She opened the door, took off her shoes, and sat on the floor. Her phone buzzed again. She checked it this time. A message from a friend. What did you do today? She smiled and typed back. I saw everything. You just learned without realizing. You didn't sit and study. You didn't repeat grammar rules. But still, you just picked up real English. Phrases, sentence patterns, natural rhythm. That's how learning becomes part of you. That's the magic of stories. If you want to keep learning this way, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell. We post every single day. Now your turn. What's the longest walk you've ever taken? Tell us in the comments. We read them all.